Good morning, everybody. It is the 6th of December. It is Tuesday, 9:50 in the morning, my time. So it's time to go over the markets again. As always, we're going to start on EURGBP. It's probably going to be a quick one this week, guys, because there's not much going on a few of the pairs that we're watching. Obviously, we're managing current trades that we have open. So they're obviously taking priority, and as you can see here, EURGBP, there's not much going on. It's pretty much just moving sideways. Let's mark this zone out here. Yeah, it's pretty much moving sideways. As you can see, the moving average is pretty much virtually horizontal at the moment. We're moving up and down in between this range here, which is probably about, it's a couple of hundred pip range. If you're an intraday seller, you could possibly take a buy from here, get a stop loss under there, back up to the top of that range. That could be something if you're looking to trade EURGBP. But with the dollar going bearish, both pairs, the euro and the pound, are gaining a little bit more strength as individuals, especially against the dollar. So, as expected, against each other, they're going to cancel out each other quite a lot. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the past couple of weeks has not been a huge amount of movement. Since going back into November when we dropped back from this supply zone here. So there's not really much to go on. This demand zone here is not a bad place to buy. So as you can see, it's reacted from this zone multiple times, as we've seen here back in October, back at the end of October, and then obviously we find ourselves here now in December. But it is also possible that we could break down lower and come to this demand zone. If that were to happen, then I would be happy buying at these demand zones lower down around at 83 cents and 82 cents. But at the moment, it's not something I'm looking to trade because I'm holding the other pairs that we're trading. Okie doke. So with that covered, we'll move over to GBPJPY. Again, this is also another pair that's pretty much moving sideways now, especially for a pair like GJ, which can move pretty quickly and in big amount of pips as well. Like there's 1,000 pip move. If you look from this demand zone here that we've traded multiple times, we've got 800 pip moves multiple times, and then up to there, that's a 2,000 pip move. But ever since if we go back from here, October, from this demand zone here, it's 1,000 pip range, but we've been moving. We haven't visited this demand zone since. We've been caught in this little small range here, which is 400 pips. So it's it's a lot of pips to catch if you take the right trade. Like obviously, if you sold from this supply zone, like I was mentioning last week, they were, perfect candles to sell from on the supply zone. We came down, touched the demand zone, so you would have reached TP. But ideally, I would have liked to seen this doji candle right at the bottom here, so you can buy from the demand zone again. GG is quite good once it goes into a range. You can pretty much trust that range until it breaks to sell from the top or buy from the bottom. So as you can see at the moment, we're right in the middle, so we're not going to look to be taking a trade on any time soon unless it gets to the top again or down to the bottom. But yeah, as you can see, when prices come down and met the moving average, it seems to be holding it quite nicely, so which is suggesting a little more bullish movement. So yeah, but at the moment, we're right in the middle of the range, so we're not going to be taking a trade on that. We'll wait till it gets into an area of interest before we take a position on GJ. So with that pair covered, we'll move over to EURAUD, and we've had some nice bullish moment from the euro recently, and we find ourselves sat in the supply zone, which is basically the top of the range that we've been moving in between. So you could possibly take a sell. If you took a sell here, you probably could do with a nice small stop loss here, 60 pips. and if you took it down to the bottom of the range here, that's 357. So I'd say even if you took it to the bottom of this support here, where candles have closed, that's 300 pips. So that's still a risk to reward ratio of virtually 5. So that's a pretty good trade. If you're watching this video today, you could take that now. That's not a bad little shout. I mean, it is showing bullish momentum, but as I say, we can quickly get an adverse reaction from this supply zone that we find ourselves in, that's rejected from previously. And EURAUD does move quick, so we could get a quick bearish candle today, which could engulf yesterday's candle quite easily. So that would be my shout if you wanted to take an intraday trade on EURAUD. But as I said, I won't be taking a trade on this pair because we're holding the other trades that we've got open at the moment, and we're looking to buy in on EURUSD as well once it comes back to an area of interest. So yeah, so with that pair covered, we will move over to GBPUSD, which is a trade that we are holding. Currently we are 1,416 pips in profit. Obviously that's a risk to reward ratio of 280, 1,400, so that is 5, yeah, 5, virtually 5, risk to reward ratio of over 5. We've obviously peaked over that. As you can see, last week we actually closed above this little supply zone, but we've dropped back yesterday in price. Again, it's just all expected dropbacks in price. We're still creating higher highs, and then we're just creating the higher lows on the pullbacks in price. So, you know, it's still respecting trend. Everything is going as it should. Yeah, so we're just going to continue to hold on this pair. We're looking for these supply zones right back up at the top. I'm looking for a nice big long swing. That'd be great. If we could visit back up here to 1.41, that'd be fantastic. As you can see, we met the supply zone there and dropped all the way down. So yeah, obviously expect pullbacks along the way, but don't be too disconcerted with it, and just continue to hold and move your stop loss further up into profits the further we go. Okie doke, so with that pair updated, we will move over to EURUSD, which is a pair that we're looking to buy in from. Very much similar to GU, as I've been saying all along. I'll just mark this little demand zone here. Move that to the back. Okie doke, that supply zone is broken, so I can now draw a broken zone here. That zone is broke. Sorry, I'm just updating the charts as we look into it. So, as you can see, EURUSD has made a nice move back up. We're trading well above the moving average now. It's starting to turn up at a 45-degree angle, indicating a good bullish trend. Hopefully it's the beginning of a good bullish trend. We have hit that supply zone here at $1.05, €1.05, sorry. And we're looking for a continue. As I say, we were looking for a buy in, but there's not too many nice fresh demand zones created. I mean, we've got a nice support level, you know, around here. I'll just turn that down a bit. That looks to be a nice support level. So as you can see previously, it closed there and then dropped right back down. So if you just mark that off, so as you can see previously, it came down, broke through the level, came back up, closed, and then dropped all the way down. Now on the way back up, it came up, just broke above that level, and then we held and we closed above it multiple times in a row, and then we got a push up, and then we got another candle closed right on that level. So €1.3250, which is obviously a round number as well. and then we got a higher low created underneath it, but again it shot right back up, made another higher high here, and then we came back down and the candle closed right on that level as well. So that looks like a significant level, so I think it'd be a great place to take a buy if it comes back down. Obviously we can get our stop under that swing low, and we can, you know, there's multiple supply areas that we can aim for. The first one being this one. That'd obviously be the first target. We've got risk to reward ratio over 4 there, but as I say, it's way down in price from previously, so that zone's broke now, so we can remove that. I'm just going to mark out a zone here that we can aim for. That looks like a source there that's made price drop. Yeah, that'd be a great end target. You know, that's where 10 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So yeah, hopefully we get a pullback in price. Hopefully this week, maybe next week. This looks like a good level as any. As I say, it's flipped from resistance, turned to support, and it'd be a good level to buy from and get a trade on this bullish trend that's forming, hopefully. So yeah, a bit of a waiting game for EURUSD now, and let's see what price action does over the next week or two. Obviously we're coming up to Christmas as well soon, over the next couple of weeks, so the markets may even die down, so we might not even get that opportunity, but we'll just have to wait and see, because we're holding GU and gold anyway. So yeah, we'll wait to see what happens over the next few weeks with price action. So with that pair covered, we'll move over to gold, which is obviously another pair that we're holding. Price is moving well for us so far. Currently we are 1,443 pips in profit. We've peaked at 1802. Again, it's looking like a perfect trend. We're getting higher highs, higher lows been made, and made another higher high. Price has pulled back from this supply zone. So as you can see, it's just textbook trading, really, price action trading. We made a hammer candle in this supply zone with a big wick, which obviously suggests that the price wants to visit down into this zone. So as you can see, previously on that candle on the 1st of December, there was no downwards wick, so it was suggesting there was no more movement to come downwards in here. And as you can see with yesterday's candle, which was a pretty sharp bearish price action candle, it dipped right into this zone, but as you can see, price closed above that candle, open and closed there, which is suggesting a good level of support here. So we might even see a little bit of sideways movement for a couple of days, or we might see a bullish reaction pretty much straight away today. So we'll have to see how this daily candle finishes, and obviously the weekly candle as a whole. So if we just move to the weekly candle, as you can see, it's bearish currently. We could just be making a big wick, and then we could break this zone. If we do break this zone, I'll probably be looking to go up to this this weekly supply here, and then we'll obviously see another reaction from there, and hopefully continue. But I think we should continue moving bullish, especially with the Christmas rally that we usually get. And as you can see, today's candle is bullish, so yeah, pretty much holding for now. And as I always say, keep moving your stop loss into profit the further north that we go, just in case we do get some sort of big market correction and it starts to break down a lot further down. Obviously it looks like we've missed this opportunity to buy in again, or any new fresh trades that you wanted to take, unless you did see that once I marked it out. But yeah, let's just continue to hold from now. Yeah, I've gone over how much we are in profit so far, and this is a great trade for us. I was looking to jump onto the Christmas rally that we usually get, and obviously we managed to jump on it at the beginning of November, and we're already heavily in profit at the moment. So yeah, it's great just to manage something like this, especially for Christmas coming up soon in a few weeks. So yeah, let's hope it does reward us until the end of the year of 2022. So with that per cover, we'll just have a quick look at the dollar. Obviously it's been bearish now, and it looks like it's going to turn bearish at least for a medium term over until going into the new year. We broke down multiple demand zones, big zones on the weekly time frame. As you can see here, price has come all the way down, and we've tapped into this daily demand here, which obviously it rejected from. But you know, it's pretty much textbook trends. We're making lower lows and lower highs, so yeah, we're just looking for further continuation in this trend now. As I keep saying, to break down, hopefully towards the 100 mark, and hopefully lower, and then that'll be fantastic for our trades. Because as you can see, that rise was pretty sharp. This little resistance zone here would probably be a good area to target for. A bit further down at 103, 102. So yeah, we're just going to have to keep our eye on the dollar and what it's going to be doing going into the new year. So with that per covered, we'll just have a quick look at Bitcoin. Again, we broke out of this little pendant that was forming, but which pretty much not doing anything really. It's, yeah, as you can see, it's just moving sideways after that bullish breakout of this little pendant that we had forming. It's not in a place where I want to buy yet. I'd like to buy from this demand zone here, although this does look like a little demand zone that was created here. But again, yeah, we're just going to wait now to buy Bitcoin until it gets in a good area of interest. Like I said, if it taps down to here at 13, I'd love to buy from there. But we'll have to wait and see with Bitcoin. Yeah, let's wait and see. It's not something I want to trade at the moment, especially with the other trades that we're holding. Yeah, I don't really want to take a trade here at the minute. If it comes back down to these levels here, then I would, you know, I might take a buy. But yeah, I mean, we could just wait now and be patient for some bullish formations to start forming, higher highs, higher lows above the moving average, etc, etc. Yeah, we'll wait on Bitcoin for now. With that per cover, we'll just have a quick look at Ethereum again, which is looking a lot better than Bitcoin. As I've gone over multiple times, I bought and held in my wallet at £777. I've since seen it more than double in price, and I've since seen it come back down, but we still haven't even reached these lows that we made back in June. Back in June earlier than the year, which Bitcoin hasn't, and it's broke that low, so it's suggesting a little bit better consistency in Ethereum's pricing for us. I'd love it to come back down to this area again, because I'd take a leverage trade and I'd also buy some more. But yeah, I mean, generally we're low on crypto, so you can buy with confidence. You don't need to go mental. Just in case we do drop further, then you can dollar cost average down a lot further below, bring your average price at buy-in a lot further down, and then hold for the next bull run. Hopefully the middle of next year that comes, ending at end of 2023, and then we should all start seeing some profits in our Bitcoin holdings and Ethereum. Well, I hold Ethereum and a couple of others. I don't trade Ethereum at the moment. I've just got some held in my wallet. And that's pretty much it for this week, everybody. As I say, we're just holding GU and gold now, and watching what happens with the dollar and price action, and just continuing to move our stop loss further into profits the more we move up in the trends. Yeah, and I'll see you again next week. Cheers, everyone. Take care.